streaming on YouTube. Okay. Okie dokie. So, as usual, lay down on the mat. Knees bent if you have any tension on the lumbar spine. Otherwise, legs straight and roll outward. Roll the arms outward. Pull the shoulder blades flat onto the ground. And pull the back of the head away from the shoulders to lengthen your cervical spine. Close your eyes and allow your body to soften. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let that sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face, unclench your jaw, and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle: inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause, and there too, observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remain relaxed and open even during the pauses. Three more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control and create a long, slow, and steady breath. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation and gently contracting with every exhalation. Observe your belly moving for inhalation and exhalation. Observe your chest becoming wider with every inhalation. Observe the ribs moving closer together with every exhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. Visualize a light entering your body with your breath, recharging your body, resourcing your body. And with every exhalation, this light brings out all your tensions, your worries. With every inhalation, your body recharges. With every exhalation, your body relax. Observe your body moving with your breath and start lengthening the exhalation. With every inhalation, your body recharges. With every exhalation, your body gets rid of all tensions. Keep a long, slow, and steady breath. Gently inhale deeply and hold your breath just for a few seconds. Exhale with long exhalation and hold your breath. Inhale deeply. Hold your breath. Exhale softly and hold your breath. Every time you hold your breath, relax all the muscles that are not needed. And observe the feelings, the emotions that you may experience while holding your breath. But you feel more and more relaxed, at ease. Go back to a normal breath. Observe your breath becoming more and more settled. Observe your body more and more relaxed. And without controlling your breath, observe the air passing through the nostrils. Observe the air entering your body through the nostrils and going out a little bit warmer. The air enters your body through the nostrils and get out a little bit warmer. If there's any thoughts coming, rising up, it's completely normal. But as soon as you realize it, go back, observing the passing of the air through the nostrils. The air enters your body, recharge your body, and get out a little bit warmer. The air enters your body through the nostrils. Get down to the throat and get out a little bit warmer. Keep your attention there and allow this breath to relax your mind deeper and deeper. The last moments. Gently bend your knees and roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment for pushing with the left hand to sit up in a cross-legged position. Put your hands right in front of the knees. Lift the sternum. Tilt your hip forward. Arch your spine and look up. Exhale, round your spine, tilt your hip backward. Allow your head to move down toward the chest. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Two more. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. And one more. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Come back vertical, your spine. And create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, both on one side. And on the other side. Okay. Now, straighten your legs for Dandasana. Keep your feet flexed. Keep your spine straight. If needed, you can bend gently your knees. If it's not needed, in order to keep the spine completely straight, you can push the thighs down and keep your legs completely straight. Arms completely relaxed. Lift the sternum with the shoulder blades gently down. Inhale. With the exhalation, bend your right leg, slide the right ankle under your left knee. Bend your left knee just in front. And walk with your feet to the side as much as you can. So the idea is to have the feet either in front of the knees or even a little bit out of the knees, but without moving, especially the right feet, closer to the hips. So keep it open. Keep the right tibia parallel to the hips. Okay, perfect. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. You will see that this slight different variation will have a quite intense difference where you use your body. I think that you're gonna feel already a difference on the hips. Keep your feet flex if you have any tension on the knees. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, and as usual, tilt your hip forward and start moving forward. So yeah, the feelings are different than usual. Don't push too hard. Just stay there. Just work on around your comfort zone. So just out of your comfort zone, but not too much, in order to keep your breath soft, easy. But in the meantime, I want you to feel that you are working on your physical body. Okay, that's beautiful. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, go all the way down to your maximum, wherever it is. As I told, it's completely different compared to what we did yesterday. It seems really similar, but it is different. So just relax. 3 breaths. Well, relax is not a good word because you cannot really relax in this position. But try and let go. And at the end of the 3rd, come back up. Okay, straighten your legs. And change sides. So bend your left legs, lay the left ankle under the right knee. Bend the right leg in front. And there, walk to the side with your feet, still keeping the left tibia parallel to the hips. Flex your feet if needed. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, tilt your hip forward. Stop just out of your comfort zone and stay there. It's not the end of the world. As you so do on the other side, as soon as you come back up, all the intense feelings will disappear. So stay there, 3 more breaths. Keep the sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, to focus the shaping of your muscles exactly where needed. At the end of the 3rd breath, allow your spine to unwind and go down. 3 more breaths. Relax your belly. And at the end of the 3rd, gently come back up. Okay, straighten your legs. Push your heels forward and move the toes towards you. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Tilt your hip forward, just a tiny bit. No need to overdo that. Keep the spine straight. Push the thighs down. 3 breaths. And again, just work just outside of your comfort zone, where you can still breathe easily. And come back up. Okay, now lay down on the mat. Put your left feet down on the ground. Grab your right leg behind your knee, under the knee. Okay, that's good. And now straighten your right leg. If it's easy for you, then you can use the arms to bring the straight leg gently closer to the chest. But even there, keep it easy. Stay there, 3 breaths. Always using the comfort zone to understand where you have to push and where you have to stop. And now change leg. Right leg down, right feet down. Grab the leg under the knee, straighten your leg. And if you can, if it's not too hard for you, you can even use the arms to bring the leg gently toward your chest. I want you to keep your breath really easy and soft. Observe your belly. And if the belly is contracted, it means that you're gone a little bit too far. Okay, last moments. Good. Change leg again. So left leg down, right leg straight and up. Use the arms. Now, exactly like we did before, you can use the arms to bring the leg a little bit closer to the chest, still keeping the leg completely straight. If you want to, you can also move the arm with the hands more toward the ankle, if it's easier for you to keep the leg straight. But I want you to push gently also with your left feet against the ground to gently tilt your hips backward. Stay there. And again, change leg. Right leg down, right feet down. Straighten your left leg up. Use the arms to bring the leg a little bit closer to the chest. Push gently with your right feet against the ground to tilt your hip backward and deepen the stretch. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, lift both legs up. Okay. And now you can use the hands to help you keep the leg straighten and bring the leg a little bit closer to the chest. If the legs are a little bit too far away to use the arms, you can also use the hands or just focus on the movement of the muscles. So just using the muscles of your legs without the arms. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, bend your knees. Put your feet down to the ground. Put your hands over the belly, softly over the belly. Bring the feet quite close to the buttocks. Inhale. And with the exhalation, push with the feet against the ground to lift your hips. Just a tiny bit, just a few centimeters. The shoulder blades are still down on the ground. Stay there. Squeeze your butt. Relax your belly. And go down. One more time. Inhale. With exhalation, start lifting your hips, just a tiny bit, squeeze your butt. Bring the two knees close to each other, but always listening to the messages of your body. If you feel a lot of tension on the knees, don't overdo. Step back. Move your hips down again. Now put your arms down on the ground, but completely relaxed. I don't want you to use the arms or the shoulders for the next position. Push the back of the head away from the shoulders. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist. Inhale. With exhalation, push with the feet against the ground. Lift your hips. Keep on pushing the hips up. Keep on pushing with the feet against the ground. Move the chest toward the chin. 3 breaths. Squeeze your butt. And go down. One more time, inhale. With the exhalation, start pushing with the feet against the ground. Lift your hips, squeeze your butt. Keep on pushing with the feet against the ground to keep on lifting the hips and moving the chest over the chin. 3 breaths. And down. Okay. Now, bring the knees to the chest. Roll on right and left side. Now roll completely to the right. Put your right hand just outside of your left knee. Put your left hand on the left side of your belly and allow the elbow to drop down toward the ground. Turn your head to the left and try and move the elbow down toward the ground without moving the hand. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center and turn to the left. Put your left hand outside of your right knee. Put your right hand on the right side of your belly. Move the elbow close to the chest, close to the ground. Turn your head to the right. Move the elbow closer and closer to the ground without moving the hand. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. And straighten your legs up to the sky. Put your hands down on the ground, close to the hips. You may use your hands, but it's not really needed. The more you use the abdominal muscles, the better it is. So now, keeping the lumbar spine as much as you can down to the ground, start lowering millimeter by millimeter the legs. Keep the lumbar spine down. If you reach the 45 degrees with your legs, stay there. If you don't, stay there anyway. 3 breaths. Keep on pushing the lumbar spine down. And at the end of the third, lift your legs again. Bend your knees, put your feet down. Allow your body to relax just for a few seconds. Now, straighten your arms up to the sky. Keep the arms straight and active. Inhale. With exhalation, lift the arm, move the arms at 45 degrees back. And keep it there. Straighten your legs. Keeping the lumbar spine down to the ground. Move the legs roughly at 45 degrees. 3 breaths. Keep the lumbar spine down. At the end of the third, bend your knees, put your feet down, and relax your arms. Okay. Now, put your hands on your thighs and move the feet as much as you can close to the buttocks. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head, look at your knees, and move the hands toward the knees. Stay there, 3 breaths. At the end of the third, go down. Now, put your hands down on the ground. Inhale. The exhalation, lift your head. And now move the right hand toward the right feet. Try and touch your feet and stay there. Come back to center. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head. And move the left hand toward the feet, the left feet. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. Down. Inhale. With exhalation, lift your head, lift your shoulders, lift your arms higher than your knees, and imagine to push the hands forward. 3 breaths. And go down. Okay, now roll on your left side, push with the left hand, sit up. Sit in a cross-legged position. Hands in front of the knees. Inhale. With the exhalation, tilt your head backward, around your spine. Inhale, tilt your head forward. Arch your spine and stay there for 3 breaths. Keep on pushing the chest forward. Keep on moving the shoulders back. Stay there. Keep the head aligned with the spine. Don't let it drop back. And relax. Good. Now, stand up. Right leg forward, left leg back. Quite a big step, not a huge one, but not too narrow. If you want to, you can always put your mat quite close to the wall or to something that can help you with the stability. Put your hands on the waist and keep your hips squared. So to keep your hips squared, roll the right leg outward and left leg inward. Keep the belly in. Tilt your hip backward. And focus on the left groin. Observe the left groin stretching gently. Keep it there. And push the left heel down to the ground. The more you push, the more the leg will be straightened, the more you can feel the stretch on your groin. Keep the belly in, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Okay. Now, bend your right leg, still pushing the left heel back, still tilting the hips backward. Keep the right knee right over the heel. Belly in. Now, lift your left arm up and move the left hand to the right to stretch completely the left side of your torso. Push the thumb back, 3 breaths. Lean a little bit more to the right roof. And come back. Straighten your legs and change side. So left feet forward, right feet back, hips squared. Tilt your hip backward, belly in. Start stretching your right groin and start pushing the right heel down to deepen the stretch on the groin. Hips squared. Check your hips. Now, bend your left knee, still pushing the right heel down. Belly in, sternum lifted. Lift your right arm up, and now move the right hand to the left to stretch, the more that you can, the right side of your torso. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. Put your feet in contact, heels gently apart. Put your hands on the waist. Tilt your hip forward and go all the way down. Allow your spine to unwind. Put your weight on the ball of the feet. Relax completely your arms, your shoulders. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, still keeping the legs straight, put your left hand outside of your right leg or feet, whichever is easy for you. Lift the sternum, twist your torso, and if you can, lift the right arm up. Otherwise, if you feel tension on the shoulder, keep your right hand on the hip. 3 breaths. Lift the sternum. At the end of the third breath, change side. So right hand outside of your left leg, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, twist, and lift the left arm, or just put the left hand on the waist and twist. Use the right hand to help you twist. And back to center. Lean forward, relax your body. 3 breaths again. At the end of the third, put your hands on the waist, bend your knees, and come back up. Okay, now I want you to use the wall. Hips squared, just parallel to the wall. Put your hands on the waist. Lean on the left leg and put your right feet against the wall. Now, when you do so, normally the right side of the hips will move forward. So you are tilting your hips to the left. To avoid that, roll the right leg outward and roll the left leg inward. So the hips will be squared again. Put your hands on the waist, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Push the two heels against the wall and the ground. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, put your left hand outside of your right leg and use the left hand to push and twist your torso. You can keep the right hand on the hips if you want to. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Look behind you if it's not too hard for the balance. 3 breaths. And at the end of the 3rd, come back to center and change side. So lean on the right leg, put your left feet in front. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, put your hips squared. So roll the right leg inward, left leg outward. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Push the heels against the ground and the wall. 3 breaths. If it's hard for you to put the feet against the ground, you can use a chair and just put the chair under your heel so you won't slip down. If the sternum, shoulder blades down, twist. Put your right hand outside of your left leg. Keep on lifting the sternum and twisting the torso. 3 breaths. Keep the 2 legs straight and active. At the end of the 3rd, come back to center. Okay, good. Start over. Now, I want you to do something similar, but with the legs a little bit higher. So, bring the knee close to the chest, and then open, kick the feet against the leg, and try and go a little bit higher. Not too much, so listen to the messages of your body, but try and go higher than your hips. Keep your right knee bent. Okay, now straighten the left leg. And now, just only if it's possible, start straightening the right leg. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. And like we did before, twist to the right, put your left hand outside of your right leg and use the right and the left hand to twist your torso as much as you can. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, change side. So lean on the right leg, bring the left knee close to the chest first, and then kick your feet to the wall and walk forward. Keep your left knee bent and straighten the right leg. Once that your right leg is straightened, start straightening the left leg too. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, put your right hand outside of your left leg. Keep on lifting the sternum and use the right hand to help you twist. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back to center. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Now, put your feet as wide as the mat. Put your hands on the waist to start with. Tilt your head forward. And stop with the torso parallel to the ground. Stay there. 3 breaths. The end of the third, come back up. Now, I want you to put your hands against the wall. So I want you to enter a sort of plank position against the wall. So you're leaning on the wall. Okay, that's good. Actually, you can also move a little bit closer to the wall. Breathe. Okay, belly in, squeeze your butt, so you will be straighter. Okay, leave the sternum. And now walk forward. Well, walk up with your feet and with your hands, sorry. To deepen the straight line. 3 breaths. Push with the hands against the ground, against the wall, sorry. To not collapse against the wall. Walk back with your hand. And one more time. Always listen to the messages of your body. So if it's too hard, step back. And come back. Okay, now put your right feet, actually the ball of the feet, against the wall. The heel is close to the wall, but not touching the wall. So you're gonna feel the stretch on the calf muscles straight away. Put your hands against the wall and straighten the left leg. With your left leg straight and the right leg straight too, push the hips gently forward. 3 breaths. Belly in. At the end of the third, change side. So put your ball of the feet, left side, on the wall, and the heel close to the wall as much as you can. Straighten both legs and start moving the hips closer to the wall. Belly in, sternum lifted. 3 breaths. And back. Okay, now step back again. Move the left feet as high as you can, but in a comfortable way. So when I say as high as you can, is always around your comfort zone. Okay. Okay. Now with the left feet up, roll the right leg outward to have the right feet parallel to the wall. Okay, now turn your right leg outward to have the feet parallel to the ground. Good, 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 good. Okay, now grab with your left hand, grab your left ankle or just the leg, whatever is comfortable for you. You can also use the hand if you want to. Once that you have a grip, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Lift the head and the sternum a little bit more. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, now put your right hand on the hip, but push the right shoulder back and to the left. Look behind you, 3 breaths. Keep on lifting the sternum. And at the end of the 3rd breath, come back down. Now we're gonna do it with the right leg. So if it's hard for you to start like that and then rolling the leg outward, you can simply put the left feet already parallel to the wall, lean on the left leg and lift the right leg up. Okay, now take a grip and start lifting the sternum. Put your left hand on the hips, push the shoulder back and to the right. Look behind you, 3 breaths. And back. Okay, widen your legs. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Roll the left leg outward. Right leg gently in, a little bit less than usual. Usually it's 45 degrees. Use it a little bit less today, but widen your leg a little bit more. Okay. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Keep the sternum lifted. Put your right hand on the hips and go to the right, with the left hand toward the left feet. Now push the sternum to the left and the right shoulder back. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, come back up. On the other side, so right leg to the right, left leg gently in. Left hand on the hips. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, and go down, moving the right hand toward the feet. Now, move the left shoulder back. Sternum lifted. 3 breaths. And up again. Okay, now, so actually you realize that we worked on the Trikonasana there. Against the wall. So now we're going to use the wall for Trikonasana, but in a completely different way. So we already did this. This was Trikonasana in a certain way. You see? Then we moved like that. Now, we're gonna do Trikonasana, but using the wall as a real support for the alignment. So, I wanted to get really close to the wall. Put your left feet parallel to the wall, and I would say at 20 centimeters maximum from the wall. Left leg active, right leg gently in. The heel is there too, roughly 20 centimeters away from the wall. Now I want you to put your left buttock against the wall. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Put your right hand on the hips and start moving with your left hand toward the feet. It's just actually, it's not both buttocks touching the wall. It's just this part of your body. Because otherwise you cannot go really low down to the ground. So it's just the outer part of your buttocks, of your left buttock. The right one doesn't touch the wall. Okay, that's good. Now, I wanted to straighten the right leg, the right arm, and put the small finger against the wall, and move the right shoulder as much as you can toward the wall. You can touch or not, this is not important. Turn the head to look up to the sky, and there you can touch with the head the wall again. You may or may not, this is not important. All those are directions. Okay. If you don't feel tension on the right shoulder, then lift the arm up. Keep the torso, the back of the hand, touching the wall. If you can, move the shoulder as much as you can close to the wall. There, bend your left leg, push and come up. And on the other side, so right feet parallel to the wall, roughly 20 centimeters. Left heel, roughly 20 centimeters. Lean on the wall with the outer side of your right buttocks. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Put your left hand on the waist and go all the way down with the hand toward the feet. All the way down. Okay. Now, so now you're just touching with the outer side of your buttocks, the wall. Now I want you to put the head in contact with the wall. And now start moving the left shoulder as much as you can toward the wall. Straighten your left hand, left arm, and touch with the small finger the wall. Keep it there. Really slowly, only if there's no tension on the shoulders. Lift your left arm up. Back of the hand touching the wall. If you can, keep on pushing the left shoulder toward the wall. Last moments. Bend your right leg. Push and come up. Good. Now, keep your legs wide. Hands on the waist. Put your buttocks against the wall. And roll the hips forward. use the wall as a support. If you need to move the feet away from the wall, you can do it. It's not a problem. The idea is to have the weight on the buttocks and on the wall, so you can relax a little bit deeper. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, bend your knees, come back up. Now, Tadasana. We're gonna do something, seems weird, but since we worked, this week we worked 2 times on the hips, there will be no problem doing that. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Keep the left side of your body on a straight line. And lean to the right. That's it, just like that. Wrist is fundamental, again. 3 breaths. And back. If you want to, you can also do it really close to the wall. So in case you can just touch with a heel, for instance, the wall, just to give you a bit of stability. So now, sternum, lift the shoulder blades down, straight line. Lean on the left leg, straight line with the all right side of your body, and start leaning to the left. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back up. Sternum, lift the shoulder blades down. Bend your knees. Lift your left leg and cross the left leg over the right one. Straighten your arms. Cross the right leg, right arm over the left arm. If it's too much for your shoulders, just keep it like that. So don't worry about that. And start leaning forward in order to touch with the elbows the left leg. Stay there. Open your arms to the side and come back up. Good. Now, bend your knees. Lean on the left leg. Cross the right leg over the left one. Straighten your arms and cross left arm over the right one. So leaning forward. Open your arms to the side and come back up. Good. Legs a little bit wider than your hips, hands on the waist. Bend your knees, create circles with your hips on the spine. Breath on one side. And on the other side. Good. Guess what? Shavasana. Take everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. If you want to, you can use also a chair to put it under your calf muscles in order to give relief to the lumbar spine. At the end of Shavasana, I'm gonna guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before sitting comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Put your hands in Inanna Mudra or Chin Mudra. Keep your face relaxed, your eyes closed. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.